Ravi, as ex-President Trump left court this afternoon, his eyes were fixed downward and his words took a negative turn, a profile in discouragement, saying he shouldn't even be in court fighting witch hunt charges, but should be in Georgia and Florida campaigning, he said. Nevertheless, his legal lot now has him on the defense against what is widely framed as a hush money case, cash allegedly paid by Trump to a porn star to keep her quiet.
Trump, what was it like hearing the Access Hollywood tape?
Former President Trump didn't answer questions after speaking for a few minutes this afternoon outside the Manhattan courtroom where his trial began. Opening statements and the first government witness, the former publisher of the National Enquirer, David Pecker, who is testifying about the lengths Mr. Trump went to keep negative stories about him from becoming public, including the alleged payment of hush money to porn star Stormy Daniels.
Yeah, well, this is the central challenge for the state. They don't want this to be known as a hush money case at this trial. For them, this has to be an election fraud case. And that's what the prosecutor said. He said this is election fraud, pure and simple. He's got to make that showing. If he doesn't, this is nothing more than a misdemeanor at worst, and that would be seen as a loss.
Ex-President Trump's attorney told jurors that there is nothing wrong with trying to influence an election and called that democracy.
His real argument is it doesn't matter what happened between people, between consenting adults. There's nothing wrong with hush money payments. There's nothing wrong with influencing an election. Show me the crime that I committed. Show me the election crime that I committed. That's really Trump's defense. It's not a bad defense. It is a challenge for the state.
This is the first of a number of trials against Mr. Trump. Where does it rank in the seriousness of these various cases?
It doesn't get to the heart of election manipulation the way the other allegations and the other cases do. Now, the state's trying to frame it that way, and the prosecutor's trying to say it is an election fraud and an election interference case, but it feels an awful lot like a sexual impropriety hush money case. There's a lot more complexity around that election fraud charge, and we don't know exactly how they're going to try to prove that.
Tracking the numbers in this case, ex-President Trump facing 34 felonies. If convicted, faces up to 4 years in prison. He's accused of paying the porn star $130,000 right before the 2016 election to cover up a sexual tryst they had. Trump denies the affair. By any measure, an unusual charge for a former American president to be fighting at any age. Trump is 77.
All right. It was a very dramatic day in New York. We'll see how the next few days
It'll
come out.
continue.
All right. Thanks, Chuck.
Chuck, thanks.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.